Tracy Martin has known Erika for years. Now, allegedly, she was with Erika when Mikey and Elizabeth called. My question is why?
Well, since I was 5, super tomboy, didn't like dresses. Everyone thought I was a little boy because I wore Jordan and all these different types of athletic.
What if the real reason Erika Kirk has been so secretive about her dating history is because she was never really into men before she met Charlie? That is what TPUSA insiders are whispering right now, and the talk is getting loud. Word on the street is that Candace Owens claims she has footage that could back up those rumors, and people are on edge waiting to see if it ever drops. The idea that Erika might have been into women has been floating around for a while, but things blew up when old tweets popped up that mentioned Erika's wife. That timeline hit at the exact same time Erika was publicly saying she was not dating anyone in New York, and that contradiction raised eyebrows fast. Then it got even messier when old messages surfaced showing Erika as an adult having questionable conversations with someone significantly younger, which sparked serious concern online. Now, the spotlight is back on those past allegations about her Romanian orphanage and supposed trafficking. Links and people are connecting dots like detectives. So if Candace really has the receipts locked away, the big question is this: what is she waiting for before she hits upload and lets it all out? Now, before we even get into Candace's so-called receipts, we need to talk about that resurfaced post, because just when you think nothing from Erika's past can shock you again, the internet finds something even messier. Every single time it feels like the drama has peaked, another screenshot pops up and makes the last one look mild. This time, the post said something very specific that had people doing a serious double take. One of Erika's followers tagged her in a puppy reaction meme and wrote, "Erika's face when she walks into dinner expecting to see her wife, but Cabot Phillips is there instead, another one for the book's Well Done Cab." That line alone had social media spinning. Here is why this post hit different. First, it gave people more reason to believe Erika knew and was involved with Cabot Phillips, even though she kept denying she was dating anyone at the time. Second, it made all those rumors about Erika possibly being into women seem way less random, because this was not some hidden archive dug up from the dark web. It is still sitting there, easy to find, easy to verify, and that is what makes it wild. And here's the kicker. The tweet is from 2017, barely a year before Erika met Charlie and suddenly switched up her image to play house with him. So now people are asking, how was Erika connected to a woman in 2017, to the point her own friends were calling that woman her wife, only to turn around the very next year and rebrand herself as a Christian trad wife? That sharp switch had people staring at the timeline like something was not adding up. As folks tried to figure out how that transformation even made sense, they kept digging through Erika's old social media accounts, and what they found did not clear anything up. It only made the story messier. One of the posts that resurfaced was shared by British commentator Milo Yiannopoulos with the caption, "This is a lesbian." The post included a photo of Erika posing confidently, and she had originally shared it with the caption, "What she order? Fish fillet." That is when the tone online shifted again, because once those photos started circulating, people began questioning everything about the image she later tried to present. When those pictures popped up, it did not take long for critics to start asking if Erika had been less than honest about her past. Some wondered if she downplayed or rewrote parts of her dating history to protect a certain image, especially since she had gone on record in front of huge crowds claiming she never dated in the years before Charlie. That statement hit differently once multiple old posts, photos, and videos surfaced showing she had several short-term and long-term relationships before marrying him. And here is the wild part: none of this required some elite detective skills. The receipts were sitting out in the open on public platforms, easy to find, easy to screenshot, and impossible to ignore. As the internet kept digging, the story started to feel bigger than just old tweets and awkward memes. People began lining up timelines, screenshots, and past interviews, trying to see where things did not match up. The more they looked, the more they questioned whether Erika carefully rebuilt her image once Charlie entered the picture. Critics pointed out how fast the shift happened. One year she is posting party photos and hanging around different circles. The next year she is presenting herself as someone who never dated and always had traditional values. That kind of switch raised eyebrows because it felt sudden and strategic to some observers. Others pushed back and said people can grow, people can change, and social media does not always tell the full story. But the debate did not slow down. Instead, it got louder, especially with influencers and commentators adding their own takes into the mix. Every old clip, every tagged photo, every caption started getting analyzed like it was evidence in a courtroom. Now the conversation is less about one meme or one tweet and more about credibility. If parts of the timeline do not line up, people want answers. And with rumors that certain public figures might have more screenshots and unseen footage, The pressure keeps building. The real question everyone is asking now is simple. Will more proof come out, or will this stay stuck in the world of online speculation forever? The posts are still sitting right there on Erika's timeline. Anyone can scroll back and see them. So people started asking, why would she deny those past relationships when it only takes a quick internet search to fact-check the whole thing? That question alone had fans confused and critics fired up. Some online commentators came up with their own theory. They claimed maybe the relationships with men were not the full story, and that focusing attention on old boyfriends could have been a distraction. The idea was that if people were busy chasing down former boyfriends, they might not look deeper into her past connections with women. But instead of shutting the rumors down, that theory only made the speculation louder. Then things took another dramatic turn. Allegations began circulating that Erika may have continued inappropriate relationships while married to Charlie. These are claims made by online personalities, not proven facts, but they added serious heat to the situation. Suddenly, the conversation was not just about old tweets. It was about what may have been happening behind closed doors during her marriage. In a recent episode of her podcast, Candace Owens did a deep dive into what she described as Erika's inconsistencies and misrepresentation following Charlie's passing. And when the focus shifted to September 10th, the day of the tragic incident involving Charlie, that is where the timeline started raising even more questions. Erika previously stated in an interview that she was at a hospital with her mother, who was receiving treatment when she got a call from Mikey McCoy informing her that Charlie had been seriously harmed. But critics are now questioning whether every detail of that account lines up, and that is where the story starts to get even more intense. However, according to Candace's sources, Erika was not alone at the hospital with her mother that day. Candace claims Erika was there with a woman named Tracy Martin, and she went even further by suggesting Tracy may now be more than just a friend. That claim alone sent shockwaves through online circles. So who is Tracy Martin? If you follow TPUSA Spaces, you have probably seen her name before. She is an author and a familiar face at Dream City Church in Arizona, the same place where Charlie gave many speeches before he passed away. She was not some random outsider. She was already moving in the same circles for years. But here's the detail that really caught people's attention. Tracy has reportedly known Erika for over 15 years. That is not a new friendship. That is history. Candace even played a clip of Tracy speaking about Erika, and critics quickly pointed out how emotional and personal Tracy sounded in that moment. From the tone of her voice to the words she chose, some viewers felt there was a deep bond there that went beyond surface-level friendship.
Kirk has been a dear friend of mine for almost 15 years. We have done multiple projects together. She wrote the foreword to my book. The photo that has been circulating around that says a Left Eye Club, this is the cuff that she's wearing.
Now, none of this proves anything on its own, but the long history and the timing have definitely fueled more speculation online. After that clip aired, the speculation kicked into overdrive. Viewers started replaying Tracy's words, analyzing her tone, her body language, even the way she smiled when talking about Erika. Some people said it sounded like deep loyalty between longtime friends. Others claimed it felt more personal than that. The internet wasted no time picking sides. Comment sections lit up with theories. People began pointing out how often Tracy appeared around Erika in recent months, at events, at church gatherings, and in shared social circles. Screenshots started circulating, showing them in the same rooms again and again. To critics, that pattern looked intentional, not random. Supporters, on the other hand, argued this was a stretch.
The Romanian Angels, yeah, that was a project that a bunch of us were blessed to be a part of because Erika put it together. And we would get a wish list around Christmas time, and it was from children who wanted nothing more than barrettes.
They said being close friends for over a decade naturally creates a strong connection. They pushed back hard against the idea that every emotional tone or shared appearance has to mean something scandalous, and that only made the online debate louder. Now the focus has shifted from old tweets and resurfaced memes to real-time relationships and present-day alliances. People are watching closely, waiting to see if more concrete proof comes out or if this all stays in the realm of speculation. One thing is clear, the questions are not slowing down anytime soon. At least according to Candace's sources, it is being claimed that Erika and Tracy's relationship may have grown into more than just friendship over those 15 years. That is the allegation being pushed, and it has definitely stirred the pot online. If Tracy has truly been in Erika's life that long, then that means she was around way before Charlie ever stepped into the picture. That timeline is what has people talking. Some critics are saying that if Tracy and Erika were that close for all those years, then Charlie might not have fully understood the dynamic when he came into Erika's world. That is the narrative being debated across social media right now. There are also claims floating around that Erika and Tracy were both connected to that Romanian orphanage project together. Online commentators are revisiting past accusations and asking questions about who was involved and who knew what. To be clear, these are allegations and suspicions being discussed, not confirmed facts. But the way people are lining up dates, photos, and old partnerships has made the story feel bigger than ever. Now, the internet is watching closely, trying to see if any solid proof surfaces, because right now it is all claims, timelines, and intense speculation. In fact, Candace went even further with her claims. She alleged that Erika was not at the hospital with her mother when the tragic incident involving Charlie happened. According to Candace's version of events, that hospital story was created to cover something else entirely. Candace claimed that Erika was actually away on a vacation with Tracy at the time, not sitting beside her mother as previously stated. That accusation instantly turned the heat all the way up online. If true, it would completely change the timeline people have believed up until now. Still, it is important to remember this is an allegation being made, not a confirmed fact.
Martin has known Erika for years. Now, allegedly, she was with Erika when Mikey and Elizabeth called. My question is why? If you're with your mother and your mother is receiving a treatment and your mother is vulnerable, why are you bringing Tracy with you? In fact, I'm being told that her and her mother were not together. Now, I can tell you, like I said, that Tracy has known Erika for 15 years.
And that part is important because critics say it could explain why Erika seems to be under pressure right now. The logic online is simple. If Candace truly knows who Erika was with while she publicly claimed she was with her mother, then what else might she know? That question alone has people glued to their screens. The alleged footage Candace keeps hinting at has not hit mainstream media yet, but if online reports and podcast clips are anything to go by, some believe Erika has reason to be nervous. Commentators are saying Candace may not have revealed everything she has, and that possibility has only made the drama explode even more. As soon as Candace put these accusations out, social media went wild. Memes popped up overnight. Reaction videos flooded timelines. Everyone had a theory, and each one was louder than the last. But in the middle of all that noise, another set of resurfaced posts shifted the conversation again. This time, screenshots began circulating that allegedly showed Erika in conversations with individuals described as being much younger at the time. Years ago. Once those images started spreading, the focus changed fast. Now it was not just Candace and her supporters asking questions, it was Erika's own followers demanding answers. Despite the backlash, Erika has not publicly addressed these specific allegations, and that silence has only fueled more speculation online. One of the most talked about screenshots reportedly shows suggestive messages between a 25-year-old Erika and someone described as being well under adulthood at the time from 2014.
Replied to one of Erika's tweets by saying, @ErikaFrancvi, gorgeous as always. A few hours later, she then tweeted, "Why did @ErikaFrancvi just send me this?" Laughing emojis, and there is a photo which says, "This Valentine's Day, I am going to touch your butt." Jillian posted this tweet on March 6, 2014. So Erika says, "Let me call you, hold on sweetheart, give me a wow." And then Jillian says, "Okay," and puts laughing emojis. Erika then says, Sex too, but not from you, LOL. Holy laughing emoji. You always make me laugh."
These are serious claims, and as of now, they remain allegations being debated across social media platforms. Once those alleged messages started circulating, the tone online shifted from gossip to serious concern fast. People were no longer just debating timelines and relationships. They were asking heavy questions about boundaries and accountability. The screenshots spread across platforms in minutes, and everyone seemed to have an opinion. Supporters of Erika questioned the authenticity of the images right away. They argued that screenshots can be edited, taken out of context, or completely fabricated. They demanded proof, timestamps, full conversations, anything that would confirm whether the messages were real or manipulated. That pushback was loud and immediate. Critics, however, said the content of the messages was hard to ignore. They claimed the tone felt inappropriate given the reported context. Because of that, many began calling for a clear and direct response instead of silence. The pressure started building from all sides, not just from political opponents, but from everyday followers who once defended her. What made the situation even more intense was the timing. All of this surfaced while other allegations were already swirling, which made the controversy feel layered and overwhelming. Instead of one issue, it became several stacked on top of each other. Now the spotlight is brighter than ever, and people are waiting to see whether concrete evidence or official statements will finally clear the air or make things even more explosive. As the pressure keeps building, the big question hanging in the air is simple. Will Erika finally respond, or will she keep staying silent? Right now, that silence is speaking louder than any statement could. Every day that passes without a clear answer only gives critics more room to speculate and spin their own versions of the story. At the same time, some supporters are urging caution. They are reminding everyone that allegations online are not the same as proven facts. They argue that in the age of viral screenshots and clipped videos, things can look convincing without telling the full truth. That warning has not slowed the conversation down, but it has added another layer to it. Meanwhile, Candace continues teasing that more information could come out. She has hinted that not everything has been released yet, and that alone keeps viewers on edge. People are refreshing feeds, replaying podcast clips, and watching for any new upload that might drop. This situation has now grown far beyond a few old posts. It is about credibility, timelines, loyalty, and serious accusations all tangled together. Whether this ends with hard proof, legal action, or total silence, one thing is clear: the spotlight is not moving away anytime soon. Now the situation feels like it is reaching a boiling point. Every side is locked in, and nobody wants to back down. Critics are saying the patterns, the timelines, and the resurfaced content paint a bigger picture that cannot be ignored. Supporters are firing back, saying this is a coordinated pile on designed to destroy someone's reputation without solid proof. What makes this even more intense is how fast narratives are forming. One clip drops, and within hours it turns into a full-blown theory. One screenshot appears, and suddenly it becomes trending across multiple platforms. The speed of it all is wild, and once something goes viral, it is almost impossible to pull it back. There is also the question of motive. Some people believe Candace is strategically releasing information piece by piece to keep attention locked in. Others think she is simply responding to tips and sources as they come. Either way, the rollout has kept everyone watching closely. And right in the middle of it all is Erika, facing mounting pressure from critics, commentators, and even longtime followers. The longer this drags on without a detailed response, the more the public conversation grows. Right now, it feels like everyone is waiting for one defining move that could either calm the chaos or send it into overdrive. At this stage, the narrative has split into two clear camps, and neither side is backing down. On one side, critics insist the timeline gaps, resurfaced posts, and alleged witness accounts form a pattern that deserves serious scrutiny. They argue that too many details have shifted over time to simply brush it all off as coincidence. On the other side, supporters say this has turned into a digital witch hunt. They believe assumptions are being stacked on top of rumors, and rumors are being treated like verified facts. They are demanding solid evidence, not just dramatic podcast segments and viral clips. What keeps the tension high is the promise of more information. Every time Candace hints that she has additional footage or unreleased material, the conversation spikes all over again. People are analyzing every word, every pause, every tease like it is a coded message. Meanwhile, mainstream outlets have been slower to jump in, which has created an even bigger divide. Online communities are driving the story themselves, building threads, sharing archives, and forming their own conclusions in real time. Right now, everything feels suspended in midair. If new proof drops, it could completely reshape public opinion overnight. If nothing concrete appears, the backlash could swing the other way just as fast. Either way, this story has moved far beyond whispers, and the pressure is only getting heavier. And that is where the entire narrative around Erika flipped again. It is one thing to face past allegations about being involved with women, but these alleged texts, if they were real, opened up a completely different level of concern. Suddenly, the conversation was not about who she dated years ago. It was about serious and troubling messages that critics say cannot be ignored. The focus shifted fast. Instead of debating her past identity, people started questioning whether there were inappropriate interactions with individuals described as being significantly younger at the time. These are allegations being discussed online, not proven facts, but the screenshots made the situation feel heavier. And almost instantly, talk about that Romanian orphanage resurfaced too, with commentators connecting dots and asking if there is a bigger story hiding underneath. Behind the scenes, many believe Erika's team is under pressure trying to decide their next move. Do they release a statement and deny everything, or stay silent and hope it fades? That choice looks risky either way, because critics are saying if she denies it and new footage drops, the fallout could be massive. At this point, it is not about whether her past is resurfacing, it already has. The real question people keep asking is, when does Candace hit upload, and what happens next if she does? If you have thoughts on this, drop a comment below. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video so more people can join the conversation. And I will see you on the next one.